Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at some very cool pickups I got over the last few months or so. You've been seeing a lot of Disney videos from my Disney trip, and then a couple more after that. But today we're going to be looking at some really cool stuff I got online in the store from CS and from Caleb. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First, what I got from CS, he got rid of some collectibles and I jumped at these. First is the Scream box set with the phone card. This is too cool. I said, if you ever want to get rid of this, I'm your guy. I will buy it. And gave me first dibs. Also comes with audio commentary. I watched it. It's pretty cool. It's just a movie and then Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson talking about it. Really cool. So this may it might be the coolest. There's some cool stuff in what I got, but this is a holy grail array in my collection. It's so cool. Alright, moving on. I could talk about that all day. Then this Disney educational production of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. They would give these to schools to watch. Really cool. There's tons of these out there that I've seen. I only have two in my personal collection, but really cool to add another one. Then these, I tried to get these the last time he did the purge. And he said, no, I'm going to keep those for my collection. And then this time he's like, do you still want them? I'm like, yes, I do. So cool. Disney Treasures in French. That is, it's Mickey. Mickey, that one was Mickey in color. And then her Mickey in color. Alright, so that's what I got from CS. I believe that was in March. And then just some random pickups from Walmart. First being Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Now, some people are mixed on this movie, not as mixed as The Last Jedi. A lot of people hate that film. I enjoyed parts of it. Laura Dern is very good in it, and there's some cool things that happen. But the story overall, it's all about them chasing this ship. And that's basically the whole movie, and then Luke dies. So, spoiler, if you haven't seen it. So, that's tough to handle. Yoda's in it, which was really cool. I don't hate the film. I don't hate any Star Wars film, really. I even enjoy the holiday special. If you watch it as a comedy, it's actually pretty entertaining. And the Ewok films, I enjoyed the prequels. Anyway, this film, I thought, I enjoy Force Awakens more, but this one was really fun, I will say. And for what JJ had to do with the passing of Carrie Fisher to make it her movie, they had to use footage, deleted scenes from Force Awakens, and film scenes around that they already had. So for what he had to do and wrap up all 9 episodes, tough task. I thought he did a great job. The little guy, I forget his name, that works on C-3PO, he is hilarious. Kerry Russell was in, I believe. Some cool scenes. Overall, really enjoyed it. Not as good as The Mandalorian, obviously. That's an amazing show. And I'm not sure where we're going from here. Because everything's on hold right now. We're not sure what... They're not doing any more episodes as far as Skywalker. But they might do another episode down the road with Ray, maybe. Anyway, I've been rambling on. Really enjoyed this one. Then I got The Purge Season 2. Really enjoyed the Purge franchise and loved the first season. This one, unfortunately, they didn't release on Blu-ray. I have all the movies and the first season on Blu-ray. But anyway, for Walmart to have it, that was cool. Because they're not great about having TV shows when they come out. So Purge Season 2, really enjoyed it. They showed some different things that happen on Purge Night, like people robbing a bank, and then the command center where they have to watch and make sure, people are following the rules of the Purge. Really interesting. Really enjoyed it. Then next, I had to get SpongeBob Season 11. Now, Season 10 took years for them to release it. Probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years from Season 9 to Season 10. Then within a couple of months, boom, Season 11 is out. So, there's some really good episodes in here. Overall, it's not the best season, but there's some really good episodes in here. The one that's like film noir, I really love that one. I even enjoyed the puppet one that's about is it a haunted house? Yeah, I believe so. With the Flying Dutchman in it. Anyway, overall, really enjoyed it. And then, now some stuff I got from Caleb. First up is a movie I've not seen, Bobby Deerfield. It's about racing. Look forward to checking that out. Then this is really cool, an upgrade for me, White Fang. What's really neat about it is it's property of Vista Way Education Center for Disney internship, the Disney internship program. How cool is that? This was at Walt Disney World property. That's so cool. So, yeah, had to get that. And then a sing-along he already had, way upgraded to DVD. Flick's Musical Adventure at Animal Kingdom. Trying to get all of them. They are harder to find now, believe it or not. So, yeah. Good to add one to the collection. And one from the parks, which I have this and Magic Kingdom, I believe, and Disneyland. So, good to add that to the collection. Okay, and the last thing from Caleb was 101 Dalmatians, movie club exclusive. He got this from Dave, I believe. Either he had it or he didn't want another version. I forget what. But this comes with some cool special features. Um, I might have, this might be the movie I have the most releases of now. Used to be It's a Wonderful Life, but I think this put it over the edge. I'll have to look that up. Okay, now the rest of this is all stuff I got online. eBay, Amazon, etc. Uh, After Disney World, I had some money left over. I said, hey, I want to get some holy grails I've been waiting to get. And I made offers, and people took the offers. Some are really insane because they're hard to get and stuff. So let's jump right in. First, I had to get the Scream trilogy. Really cool. Then I got the Dutch release, or German, I forget which one, of Scream. Really cool. Cool to add to my Scream collection. I have a lot of Scream too, so this might be. I'm missing a couple more, I believe. There's another one I'm missing, I know. Then this is insane that I got this. I offered him 15 and he took it, and I didn't realize why he took it until it got here because it's missing the outer sleeve, but I made my own. Freaked. It's crazy. The artwork isn't great, obviously, because I had to make this, but still, to have it for 15 bucks, that blew my mind. And he even gave me a partial refund because he didn't know it came with outer sleeves. I paid like 10 bucks for it, and I just made my own. This, oh, I love this movie. I watched it when I was like 10 years old with some friends, and I'm like, wow, this is insane. And then I watched it again a few years later. I loved it. So funny. Mr. T, Alex Winter directs, stars in it. I think he even wrote it. Really cool. Insane comedy. Dave's gonna be jealous of this one. He's been trying to find this for a while. Cave got it years ago at a place called McKay's. They had it for like $5, I think. They didn't know what they had, obviously. And recently it's skyrocketed to like $100 on eBay. So to get it for 15, even though it's missing the outer sleeve, I can live with that. It's crazy. $10 basically, because I got a partial refund. So this, it's hard to know. This or the Scream box set has to be the coolest thing I got. But there's still some cool stuff left, so leave a comment what the coolest thing I picked up is. Alright, then some Blu-rays I got. First is the Cloverfield Paradox. You're probably thinking, wait, you picked that up at Smiley's. And yes, I did for $2. But when I opened it, uh, it smelled like cat pee. And there's no way to get rid of that scent. And I did not want to keep it. So I threw that away and got this for $6 on eBay. Now, is it the weakest in the Cloverfield franchise? Yes, by a long shot. Because it was just supposed to be a movie in space, and they're like, yeah, we can we can connect that to Cloverfield because this guy is working on the satellite. Yeah. And then throw a monster jumping in the clouds at the end, and it's a Cloverfield movie. But I do enjoy it. The ship starts killing people off, and then it's about them surviving and stuff. I mean, as a movie, it's pretty cool. It's just coming off of 10 Cloverfield Lane, which, oh, such a good movie. And then you get this effort, it's kind of a letdown. So we'll see. JJ says he wants to do more of these, so we'll see. Hopefully no Netflix this time. I'm shocked they even got a release, honestly. I thought it would just stay on Netflix and that would be it. So cool to actually have it. Then It Chapter 2. Now, I did enjoy this movie, but it it does a lot of the same scenes with the adults that they did with the kids. A lot of the same scares. Some of them are funny. Some are like, I've seen this already. So, and the cast, such a perfect cast, and then you don't do anything different. In my opinion, they use the kids a little too much in this film. And some of the CG doesn't match with their face because they're a lot older now. Anyway, I'm bashing it. I really did like it. A lot of good performances, especially from Bill Hader. He stole the movie, really. Him and Jessica Chastain. Ugh, I did enjoy it. You'll probably think I hate it. I did enjoy it, actually. It just wasn't quite as scary as the first one. So, check it out. It's decent. It's a good one. Uh, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Then one I've not seen yet. Spies in Disguise. Tom Holland, Will Smith. Uh, Technically a Disney movie, because Blue Sky, which is Fox. So, I believe this and Ford v Ferrari, or Ford versus Ferrari, were the first two releases under Disney. So pretty cool. Can't wait to check this out. Enjoyed the trailer. Looking forward to it. Then one I'm not sure about. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Some people really love this movie. Some people do not. So I'm not sure where I'm going to fall in that scenario because I have not seen it. Quentin's last couple movies I've really enjoyed. Hateful Eight, Django Unchained. I enjoyed both of those. Some of you might not. You might prefer Pulp Fiction, etc. I enjoy Pulp Fiction, but to me, Django and Hateful Eight they were just better. Uh, I'm not a fan when he breaks them up into segments. So I'm not sure how this one is, but anyway, rambling on. Hopefully it's really good. I've heard it's really good, so hopefully it is. Okay, one I'm not looking forward to at all, but was very cheap. I got for free. So, The Grudge, The Untold Chapter. Uh, The reason I got it for free is like all these Blu-rays. Me and Caleb got a lot of like 50 new release Blu-rays, and he kept quite a few of them. And I bought some, and he said, "Hey, do you want this? I don't want it." So I got The Grudge, the no chapter. Now, is there a prequel? Is there a remake? Is there a continuation? I have no idea. So I'll let you guys know if I enjoy it. So then when he told me what was in the lot of Blu-rays, I'm like, well, I have to have this one. Ford versus Ferrari. Matt Damon, Christian Bale, based on the true story of how Ford took on Ferrari, which was, they couldn't be beat at the time. Really cool film, nominated for Best Picture. Yeah, cannot wait to check this one out. Okay, then the series I've been trying to get for a long time. I grew up watching this on TV. So, Digimon, Digital Monsters. So cool. It's going for an insane amount online, like $100, and I just threw an offer of 35 out there, and the guy took it. He's trying to downsize, and he said, yeah, I'll take 35. So, yeah, I took that in a heartbeat. So cool. Comes all 205 episodes and a poster. Really cool. It's just this in poster form. So cool. I I enjoy Digimon way more than Pokemon. That's my opinion, but I don't know, I connected more with all these characters. Ah, such a good show. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Go ahead, check that out. Rewatch my childhood, basically. Alright, then some Disney stuff. This completes my studio film collection, The Sword and the Rose. I thought I had them all, and then I was looking through them, I'm like, oh, I'm missing one. Good old Walt there. Really cool. I have seen it. I had not seen it before, but once it came in the mail, I popped it in and watched it. Pretty entertaining film. Okay. Then I got a Walt Disney Treasures. I did not have Spin, The Adventures of Spin and Marty. Now I'm getting down to like 6 or 7 to complete my treasures collection. So if any of you have Zorro or Dr. Zen and the is it Dr. Zen the Scarecrow? Anyway, yeah. And I'm missing a couple Donald, couple Pluto, etc. But Zorro is definitely the main one. So if you have Zorro seasons 1 and 2, contact me. I'm sure most of you do not. Then a really great documentary all about the thief and the cobbler. These are the 2 versions I have in my collection. And that is Persistence of Vision. Great documentary all about Richard Williams and his 30-year journey to get that movie made. Ah, such a good documentary. Now he spent all that time and he did how Who Framed Roger Rabbit for Disney, and they said, "Hey, you did a good job on that. What else you got going on?" And he's like, "Well, I've been working on this film for 20 something years now." And they're like, "Okay, we'll finance it, but you have 2 years to complete it." And he is a perfectionist. If you watch any of this, he did short films and commercials for companies and title sequences for like Pink Panther movies back then. Anyway, he did not complete it, so they got an animation company somewhere that not in the US, and the scenes do not match up. They just released it and it totally bombed. And they had a pretty good cast, but he had a certain vision he was going for. And if he finished it, it probably would have been the best animated film of all time, honestly. You see the scenes that he did complete, it, it would have been amazing. Anyway, but the only way you could get this documentary is the guy who did it, Kevin Schreck. You had to go to his website. So somebody did that and then watched it maybe and then threw it up on eBay for $10. So I'm like, yeah, thank you. I will take that. Because it's been out like 3 or 4 years and I've been trying to get a copy of it, but I don't trust like random websites like that. So I held off, got it for $10. Next is the musicians of Bremen, Muppet musicians. I saw Dave and Chris talk about this when they were in that uh, record store, and I realized I did not have it. So I looked up on eBay, and it was a bit pricey at $10, but for this, which I've never even seen it out in the wild, so had to pick it up. So now I believe out of all of these adventures from Muppet Land, is that what they were called? I believe so. There were 3 of them they talked about. Anyway, so good to give this some more Muppets in my collection. Alright, then last is the fabulous Flesher Folio, which Max Fleischer, anyway, he created Betty Boop, Papa, Superman, just a legend in animation, and Disney compiled a bunch of his short films together and released them. So cool. I've never, I've seen the shorts, but I didn't know they were released by Disney. Really cool. I remember watching these at my granny's house when I was a kid. So cool. There's volume 1. Then volume 2. I remember Humpty Dumpty. That's a cool one. So cool. I love Disney Clamshell. You guys know that by now. Volume 3. I remember that one. Cobweb Hotel. Again, watched all these as a kid. Didn't know, uh, I guess Disney got the rights to them or something, I don't know. But it's cool they released all these volumes of them. Then volume 4, love that artwork. These, I'm not as familiar with. I don't remember these. Volume 5. These aren't too familiar either. And then Volume 6, which is just on normal VHS, no clamshell. So yeah, so there it is. There's all my pickups from the past couple of months. Some amazing stuff, some holy grails, certainly now in my collection. Really cool. So that's going to do it. More videos coming as always. Until then, I'm Josh. If I don't see you out thrifting, I'll see you at the movies. Bye.